What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Road to Glory Career Mode today. And this is the episode after I asked you the question of whether or not we should sell Tim Weah. And there's 10 hours left in the window. And the overall decision that you guys made on the previous episode was that you wanted us to keep hold of Tim Weah. There was a 70% vote swing, so 70% in favour, 30% not in favour of keeping hold of him. So he will be staying at the club. As I always say, let you guys decide the options, and I gave you the decision, and that was what you guys decided. So he remains a Grimsby Town player, so he's going to still be here for this upcoming season. However, sad news on that front is that he picks up an injury in today's episode that I don't think I actually showed you looking back on the editing now. So my apologies for that, and it's actually a serious injury too. So it's a bit frustrating. It's a 4-month ACL injury for Tim Weah, so he's going to be out for the next 4 months. So however long that's going to be, I have no idea how many games he's going to miss or anything like that. All I know is that it's going to give Rodney Hansen and Sake Fusakubo the nod. And even Ayit is going to come in, the regen of Adebayor. He's going to come onto the bench as well to take his place. So disappointing, but we've got people to fill the boots, so it's not too bad. Now, we took on Derby first, but I wanted to just say one thing before we got into this game. As Tim Weah does start here, actually. We've got a debut for Darfalu. He starts at centre-back today just to see how good he's going to be in place of Ross Sykes. Him and Sukasev hopefully going to be the next big central defensive partnership in the terms of the world of football. But the one thing I wanted to mention is we finally got ourselves our second, well, it's our second scout report back from our five-star scout that we paid oh so much money for at the beginning of the season. The first scout report I didn't even bother showing you because it was tragic. The second one from Algeria, you saw it very briefly. Again, not really brilliant. So I don't know whether or not having a 5-star is actually that much better than having a 3-star. I'm sure as we get more scout reports back and we send them to more places, we will actually find out. But for the most part, at the minute, it's not actually making too much difference having the 5-star. So I think it might not be worth the extra like 2.5 million quid that you spend or whatever it is that we spent extra on him. So regardless, we'll just see what he brings through when it comes to it. But this game against Derby was another one of the ones where it was very, very close. I spoke about it last episode. Championship life is very much different to League 1, League 2 life in the aspect that we won't be dominating every single game. But I thought the way we scored for this first one was quite funny. We hit the shot with McNeil from a tight angle. It just hit Carson in the face and ended up going in the roof of the net. I was like sat there chuckling to myself at the time. But the game itself was very close. There was chances for both sides. Ethan Cox came off the bench to do this with 3 minutes to go to make it 2-0. And actually, out of the two, him and Shaw, although I'm preferring Shaw at the moment, Cox actually has the better potential. Cox has a better status than what Shaw's got. I think Cox has potential to be special, and Shaw currently has potential, showing great potential. So I'm pretty sure Cox is actually supposed to be the better of the two in the long run. But right now I'm preferring Shaw, and I don't really know why. I think it's just the aspect of being able to shoot a little bit better, finishing-wise. Then again, Cox did that, so maybe we should be preferring Ethan Cox over Ethan Shaw. And it was good we got the second goal because Derby, they got one on the board themselves. Bennett puts the cross in, we head it out. It eventually was knocked down for Ledley, takes a touch, takes another touch, and Powell drives it into the back of the net. I was sat there thinking, what on earth had just happened? Did you see the way he brought the ball under control, the Derby captain? It was really strange. If you take a look at it here, it's a good knockdown. I thought he was going to hit it first time. He didn't. He kind of took a touch. It bounced off his knee, and then he smashed it in the back of the net. But it was only 2-1, so I didn't really have to worry because the time was pretty much running to a close here. And even though we did concede, we did hold on to get the 3 points as well, which was a very, very good result by all account. But I want to show you straight after this game the match facts, because the match facts for this one were not in our favour. Let's just say it that way. We were fairly lucky to get this win here, and this is what I'm talking about, you know. Looking at this game, on another day, this could have quite easily been a Derby win. And you'll see why in just a moment as the boys were celebrating out there, giving each other high fives, shaking their hands. Obviously, I shook the manager's hand on the other side. I think it was Frank Lampard. I don't know if he's still in charge at Derby. If he is, fair play. But he's not got them into the Premier League yet. So, been our third season now in this series, and they're still playing Championship football. Clearly, the boys are very happy with themselves after that game. Like I said, these were the match facts, though, when we left it. And this is the bit where I genuinely didn't expect it. I thought we did quite well in the game. But then looking at this bit, we had 2 shots, 2 on target, scored 2 goals. So if I ever sit there in future, guys, and moan about the fact that the team is scoring every shot against us, just put a little comment and say, yeah, but DJ, look back at this episode when you took on Derby and scored 2 from 2. Then I can't moan because it's kettle calling the pot in effect. But yeah, very, very fortunate to actually get the win from the game, and I'll take it every single day of the week. Following that, we took on Preston at home, decided to sim it. They'd obviously lost their top scorer, Sean Maguire. He's gone. to Werder Bremen in the Bundesliga. So I felt pretty confident going into this. This is where Weyer picks up the injury, right? 33 minutes in, he came off, but he didn't have to straight come off. So I was sat there thinking to myself, might be all right. And then when I checked it afterwards, it was a 4-month injury. So I thought it'd be all right to continue. And because he did continue for a little bit, I was thinking it won't even be a bad injury. And then he gets out, and it's a 4-month injury to Tim Weyer. So, yeah, like I said, I was sat here thinking, oh my God, that is typical. Just as we were talking about potentially selling him, he gets injured for 4 months anyway, so we won't be using him for the next 4 months. So with that, we had to swap around our team ever so slightly. They've got a really strong squad, West Brom. They're still playing Championship football themselves, and it's a really, really strong team. You can see right there, I actually put Robert up front and brought Ayite on the bench. So Robert, who we purchased for like 1.4 at a release clause, he was worth more than that. 5-star weak foot. Not the best composure or finishing. He's more about trying to set up the chances. That was what I was thinking when I played him up front here. And he did set up the first chance. It was a really nice through ball, sending away Mitchell Van Bergen. Cuts back on the right foot and does a Van Bergen special, finding the corner of the goal by going across the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. So 5 minutes in here at the Hawthorns, we took the lead. It was a well-deserved lead as well with that build-up play, finding the pass through. But you saw against Derby, although we scored first, we didn't dominate the game, and I was very much expecting the same scenario here against West Brom. Arguably a little bit better side than Derby are in terms of quality. So this won't just be us seeing the game out. It's going to be a very, very tough game to continue this. But then, with after that chance going, West Brom, like I said, they created. Jay Rodriguez is ball in, Larin sends his header goalwards, and McNamee makes a very, very good save to keep us in front. Also holding on to the ball as well, so full credit to him, because I thought he might have let that one go and put it back into the danger area. But when you've got Van Bergen in this sort of form, feeling like he can do anything, he does this. For the second time in the game, similar goal, same position in the goal, keeper no chance, and with the last kick of the first half, it was West Brom 0, Grimsby Town 2. And I don't know if you noticed right at the beginning of today's episode, we did actually get an offer for Mitchell Van Bergen, which I declined quite happily because I don't want to see him go anywhere else than Grimsby at the minute. We got a very, very generous offer. It was a very good amount. I think it was like in the £5 million region. So, yeah, it was a decent one, but I'm just not looking to sell, especially when he does this sort of stuff for us. He does this on a regular as well. It's not like he just does this every so often. He just keeps doing it. When we need him to, he brings up the goods. So, yeah, it's also very, very nice to see. And, I mean, things got worse for West Brom. They didn't really have a good day at the Hawthorns, but it got even worse after 57 minutes. When I would say, Larin, I don't know what he's thinking. It's a straight red card from the referee. You can see he goes through the back of the player after the ball's already left, which you can see what Cox thinks about it. He's fuming with Larin here. And I mean, it isn't even on Cox. It's on Peterson, who captains us, by the way. Our highest actual age player in the team was 21 today. And Peterson captained the side at 19 years of age. So, very, very congratulations to him. I don't know if that's why I said very, very congratulations. Anyway, so yeah, very young side, but it's still doing the bits. Take Fusa Kubo put us 3-0 in front against 10 men. And I thought at this point, game's done. You know, there's no chance West Brom are coming back from this, especially with 10 men. You've made it very difficult for yourselves. But not only that, we were already 2-0 up in the game anyway. The best chance that they had, McNamee had saved, and just in general, we were dominating the play, creating it, and being able to hold it much better than we did against Derby. So I felt good after that win. It was a nice win to get as well. Hawthorns is a very difficult place to go, and to get 3 points from the game as well, I was just happy, man. Like, everybody played their part. It's a young side. It's a side that not many would be tipping for promotion if you begin the season off with, especially as we haven't made that many additions. You know, when you take that step up to from League One to the Championship, a lot of people will say you need that extra quality to get you up to the Premier League, and that is the case. But we actually didn't make that many additions. I mean, we brought in Robert, we brought in who else did we bring in? Fullback, centre back. No, Darfalou, that's it. So yeah, we made 2 like major additions, and then obviously got a few players through the youth academy, and then a couple of free agents. But ultimately, we haven't really spent that much money. We spent about £2.83 million. So all in all, comparing it to some of the other teams in our division, I'd say we are one of the lowest net spenders. And right now, we're certainly achieving what we expected to do. After 9 games, we sat second place, joint top at the moment, but then we took on Hull City at Blundell Park. And like I said to you guys, 46 is a long game season. Forest were top. There was a side just below us still undefeated as well. I can't remember who that was. And things were going pretty well for us, especially considering that we still had the similar side to what we had in League One. I know it was great for a League One team, but it's probably like top 10 for the Championship, not the best side. The injury to Weah keeps him out for the next 4 months, so that's where the step up has got to come from Takefusa Kubo, from Rodney Janssen, from Ayit when he gets to play. And this game, I really saw that squad depth might somewhat be an issue. I mean, Janssen here should have given us the lead after 28 minutes. We really should have. But the thing that I couldn't do, I couldn't break down Hull City. I tried so hard to find the correct passes, to break through their back line. Van Bergen finds Janssen. Janssen hits it straight at the goalkeeper. They were the 2 best chances we had. And like I said, after that point, Hull City got men behind the ball, and I couldn't break them down. I literally could not break them down. And that came down to the fact that even the substitutes that I made, coming off the bench, it really didn't change the game. And this is one of the problems. When you're in a game like this, where it's so stalemate, you need that change to come in, where you change it, and somebody comes on and makes that difference. And that didn't really happen. So at this stage, 78 minutes gone, I was getting frustrated. I was thinking, this is going to be a 0-0 draw. You can see I'm sat here thinking, what can I change? How can I make the changes happen? Brought on Robert on the right-hand side, put McGuinness on the left, switching out our 2 wingers to get a little bit more fresh, players out there. We brought on Shaw for Cox as well. Or was it the other way around? I'm not entirely sure. But at this point, I was just thinking, come on, boys, we need to find something. And then this happened. This happened, guys. I sat there and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. 10 minutes to go. Hull City's first chance, really, of the game. They put a corner in. It's sent a shot from the edge of the area. It deflects twice on its way through. And then it's put in by the number 9. And the thing that annoyed me most about this was take a look at how the ball actually goes in. He completely mishits this. Completely. Look at this. Watch. Goes to kick it. Oh, unless that's just a great finish. And now I'm just sat here being salty AF. But I was sat there going, I can't believe how this has gone in. And then I took another look at it just to see how he actually hit the ball. And watch how close Max Jackson is to actually blocking this ball. Oh, man. Look at this. Jackson. Oh, it was painful to watch. And Hull went 1-0 up. And I was thinking, oh, jeez, we're going to lose this game. But the change that I made for Robert coming on, like I said, we struggled to really break them down. And all of a sudden, Hull lost their concentration. Robert going down the right. I was like, please, Robert, please. And he did it. Thank goodness he did it. Oh, man. As soon as you get 1-0 down, it was just like a lifeline. You know when you get those lifeline moments where you play poorly, but you just get one chance given to you, and you got to take it? I was like, that's it. That's the chance. Because up until this point, we were abysmal at trying to break them down. And then Hull got some sort of confidence because they started to send men forward. McGuinness shot blocked. Comes back to him thinking, finish it, mate. And he put it over. And you're going to see from this angle right now just how much he puts this over by. Inches, we're talking. Inches. Oh, dearie me. So, unfortunately, to end the episode off, a 1-1 draw with Hull. You'll see what that puts us in the league table. But for now, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode of the Road to Glory career mode. Thank you all for watching. And I got another episode of the My Player out later on tonight for you all to enjoy as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Also, hoping to be streaming live on Twitch at 5 PM. So if you've got a spare couple of minutes and want to check out the stream, by all means, go ahead. It's in the description below. And I'll see you all over on there. Until later on, though, guys, with an upload. I'll catch you all again soon. Adios.